Alright, so I just watched the A24 movie Maxxxine. Spoiler, I loved it. That's the only spoiler I'll give. I found it very suspenseful. I really like the setting in the 80s, even though I don't know too much about the 80s, but it does make me interested in learning more, watching 80s movies or movies set place in the 80s. The concept of an adult actress going into a better set of acting is definitely an interesting concept, and love horror movies, so this was no exception. I love A24 movies, most of them at least. And I don't know, I just found it very suspenseful. It wasn't like, extremely scary or extremely suspenseful, and honestly, I don't really love extreme gore anyway, so I'm not gonna knock on that. And I remember seeing this movie, an ad for it or a poster for it last year, and I figured, oh, I'm not gonna bother seeing this looks boring. And I say I was definitely missing out, because although I watched it now and I was myself last year, who knows what I would have thought of it then, but I'm definitely glad I discovered this movie and pushed myself to watch parts of this movie, like when you're sitting in the car and there was the serial killer incident, that kind of gave me vibes of the 2022 The Batman, which super happy The Batman 2 is in production. I saw the Notebook image, but I'm not going to go on a tangent. I absolutely love Mia Goth's performance in this movie. I think she's a really cool, talented, and unconventionally attractive actress, which is perfect for the Star Wars Starfighter movie series that she's going to be a villain in for Ryan Gosling's character, which I think is just so cool. I can kind of see there were some similarities between her character in this and Annie from Anora, which I think is kind of an overrated movie, but I'm not going to go on a rant in there. What I will say is I do think Mia will definitely be a great, sort of fill-in for Mikey Madison, who unfortunately Star Wars kind of fumbled with in terms of acting, because I think she could have been a great addition to the Star Wars franchise, especially this upcoming Starfighter movie. But I talked about this in an entire separate vlog on this, so I'll stop talking about Star Wars and get back to Max. The ending was definitely very surprising. It was one of those movies with sort of a weird but cool ending, kind of similar to the A24 movie Love Lies Bleeding, which I also saw last year and loved. But yeah, sometimes do yourself a favor, go on your streaming service and watch movies from franchises you like that you kind of forgot or skipped over, and yeah, do yourself a favor and go watch movies you haven't seen on streaming service. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more vlogs soon. Goodbye.